Once upon a time, a boy met a girl. To him, she was the most beautiful thing in the world. He walked in just looking for direction, and she pointed him right and left him with more than a transaction. He walked in nervous, trying not to show. She asked how she could help, but he didn't even know. He sat there with paper, but his thoughts went missing, because every move she made had his full attention. He knew right then she wasn't the same, and this wasn't something he wanted to play like a game. She was pretty, confident, and sure, the kind of presence you don't ignore. He should have been focused on what was in line, but the more he tried, she stayed on his mind. So he made it a habit, a plan of his own, showing up every week like the place felt like home. He'd cash his check just to hear her speak, always finding a reason to come back each week. Her voice was calm, and her presence felt safe. There was something about her he couldn't replace. He thought about asking, trying to be bold, but fear of rejection kept him on hold. So he stayed in those moments, short and small, hoping each time he could learn it all. What made her smile, what she liked to do, who she was when she wasn't in view. While he was showing up, playing it safe, life kept moving at its own pace. One night, she stepped out dressed for a date, and he wasn't the one sitting across that plate. So he went home thinking maybe it's time to stop playing the background and step to the line. He got himself together and tried something new, hoping to become the man she might choose. But when he walked in, ready this time, she wasn't there. He had missed his time. So he went back to what he knew how to do, showing up like always, like nothing was new. Same boots, same routine, same reason to be. But this time, she wasn't there to see. Then one day, no plan, no design, he saw her again. But this time, outside of the line. No counter between them, no space in the way. Just sunlight on her, in the middle of the day. Something about her, the way that she shined, made him realize he wasn't missing it this time. So he spoke, no hesitation, no delay. Just trying to learn where she'd been, where she'd stay. She said she moves around, never stuck in one place. Different branches, different days, just a change of pace. She said she was on her way to a Bible study and invited him along if he wanted to. He wasn't much for church, but he wasn't saying no, because if that's where she was, that's where he'd go. So he walked in beside her and walked out with a friend. But in the back of his mind, he knew this wasn't the end. He heard her once talking about a flashy date, so he thought that was the standard, what it took to relate. He saved up his money and put together some style, thinking maybe this time he'd be worth her while. But what he didn't know, what he didn't catch, she turned that man away. Just a rich look with no match. So when he walked in, thinking he got it right, she looked at him different, and it didn't sit right. One night he went out, just trying to unwind. A friend said, relax, the girls there'll be fine. But he felt out of place, like he didn't belong, ready to leave before staying too long. Then across the room, like it all aligned, he saw her again, same look in her eyes. So he walked up direct, no pause, no delay. Asked what she was doing in a place like this anyway. She said she was dragged there, just playing the wing. This ain't really my vibe. He said, me neither. Same thing. So they stood there a moment. Something easy, no force. Two people in a room that both felt off course. He stepped outside for a minute, for air, and told her, don't leave just yet. I'll be right back out there. But when she stepped out, it shifted real fast. Some dude came up on her too close, too fast. She pushed him away, trying to create space. Then he came around and stepped in her place. He asked if she was good, calm but alert. And in that moment, she knew what he was worth. When the time came, he finally made a move. Met her out one day, just to change the mood. She moved through the crowd, turning heads as she passed. Some noticed her presence, but she kept moving past. She didn't break pace. She didn't stop for a moment. 'Cause something about this man made everything else unimportant. Then she met him ahead, and it all made sense. And somewhere between it, it felt more than coincidence. But just as quickly as the boy got the girl, he had to go without explanation. No longer free in her world,